All right, so it is Saturday morning and it is freezing our butts off. Ed actually come out to the shop, come and scoop me up from the house because we sold the 450. And here we are going over what we're going to do and what that means for y'all. So I got some pretty cool stuff that I want to show y'all and let you know real fast. All right, so we're going to show you what we got. I had a couple people message me and say, so what truck are you going to buy? Well, the truth is, I already have a truck. I actually have had this truck. I bought this truck before I bought my 450. And then we had some issues with it that I'm going to go over here in a minute. I'm going to go over the price with y'all, where we're at with this truck. I'm going to go over everything with y'all. So here's what we got. Another Powerstroke. It is a 6.0, 2003. F250, pretty straightforward. We'll do a walk around real fast and I'll show you what we're dealing with on it and let you know a little bit of the backstory on where it come from. So here she is. It did come on 24s. Now when I first bought it, I thought one might be bent. It's actually outside. The tire is shredded on it completely, so looks like it had a blowout. The bed side was off of this thing in the bed of the truck. So the stupid shop had pulled the bedside off of it, undid all the spot welds, pulled it off, and then I guess they decided to total it. They probably jumped the gun and started breaking the truck down before getting to go to. It's not how I work. When I get a total in, I literally let it sit. If I think it's going to total, I let it sit until I have the adjustment. But we're not going to get into the argument of the business side of how to do salvages. We've already done a couple of videos on that, but anyway, then when it went to auction, they took the bedside, literally kind of like folded it in like a very open V to cram it down in the bed, and that bent it at the wheel well, and then it was all crushed in back here. I did not jump on videotaping this, repairing this bedside, because I didn't want to. I felt like this was going to be boring to y'all. I didn't even get no before video because I honestly had no intentions really on filming this truck. So I bought this, and when did I buy this truck? You remember?
Actually, I feel like I looked at
like April?
Yeah, probably good.
It was a while ago. I still have my white F250. If some of y'all follow me on Facebook, you would remember whenever we bought this truck, we tried to put the battery, the jump cables on it to get it started, and it wouldn't crank. So we got it in, it wouldn't crank. The bed side was in the back of the truck. We sent it to another local shop here in Wilmington and had them look it over, and they claimed that it needed an injection pump. That's the reason why it wouldn't crank. His bill on that was going to be over $2,000 easily, and I was like, that's not going to work for me. It's going to get me too deep into the truck to flip it. So I sent the truck to auction, and sorry about the sniffling. I know nobody wants to hear anybody sniffling in the background, but it is freaking cold in the shop. My nose is running this morning, and there's like allergies acting up. So I was like, no, I don't want to put that much money into it. I'm just going to send it to the auction. It's super clean for its age, especially being a 2003. And it does have 260,000 miles on it, which is, barely getting broke in for a diesel. But it's not destroyed, man. I mean, these are like original seats. They're not in bad shape at all. It is a Lariat. The center console needs to be cleaned up, stuff like that. Looks like we have all kinds of surprises in here. Oh, Ed, one of these were in the center console?
I think Darren put that in there.
Huh, I didn't even know that was in there. Darren picked the other one up yesterday that we had. Yeah, we got some forks and stuff. We literally have not really went through this truck. So we sent it off to auction. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Sent it off to auction, and it still did not bring what I wanted. I did hang the bedside on it with some self-tapping screws for the auction. Didn't bring what I wanted. I said, nope, I'm not selling it at auction for that. I'm not taking a loss on this truck because this is still a really good truck, really clean, and underneath the hood is absolutely amazing, in my opinion. So it come out of Charlotte, and we sent it to auction. It didn't sell what it's going to sell, so we brought it back, and we said, you know what? We have to fix it. I still had the black 450. I had no intentions of keeping this truck. So we sent it next door to Darren, and he does diesel mechanics. And he figured it out that confirmed it also needed an injection pump. That's what he said. So we ordered a brand new injection pump. and I'll have to look at the receipt company I bought it from. I did not order this one off eBay because this is one of the things that I don't want to do twice. So I went with his recommendations for the company and purchased, you know, what he told me to purchase. So Darren got done with the injection pump, got it back, and it was running. And this is, what was that, Ed, like Monday? Today's Saturday. It's probably like Monday or Tuesday. He got done with it. We got it back. And, you know, that's when the whole 450 thing popped up. I decided to sell it. And then I said, well, you know what? I already have a four-wheel drive 6.0, you know, that's in, you know, really good shape for what it is. I'm just going to keep this truck. We're going to downgrade. We're going to cash out on the 450. So we put the 450 up for sale. Originally, I was going to put it up for like $30K and then try to take, you know, 28. And everybody told me I was a complete freaking idiot. Not the people that y'all seen on my Facebook that messaged me, but my friends were like, you're an idiot. It's worth way more than 28K. So we put it up for 33K, and somebody drove 4 hours last night from Charlotte to buy it. And I will tell you that they did pay $30,000 plus taxes. And we did waive the dock fee and everything on it, because we did process a 30-day temp tag for them, meaning we have to process their title through DMV. So we have $30,000 now. So I'm not taking that $30,000 and putting it into another truck. We're actually going to take about $20,000 of it and move that cash flow into some other stuff to set ourselves up towards purchasing some land, commercial property, and building a shop so we can get out of this building, because we do pay rent on this building, which is absolutely stupid. You know, ownership is better than renting. But we've been here for like 8 years. You can see it's got brand new Bilstein shocks. I mean, it's in good shape. So the plans with this is, since I'm downgrading, I'm going to show y'all how to start out with a truck like this, you know, maybe an old 2003 6.0, 260,000 miles, and flip your way up all the way to maybe a 2017 or 2019, you know, F250, 350, or even 450. I don't really know where this route will go. I just kind of wing it as I go along the way. But I wanted to explain to y'all where I'm at, what my plans are with this channel. I mean, we're still doing all the stuff like normal, but over the next year or so, you'll see some mini series on flipping our way up, you know, and I'm gonna go over all the tricks with things that you can do to your vehicle to add value and to help sell it. And every time I sell one, I'm gonna show y'all the profits. I won't tell you the profit on the 450. Whenever I sell these personal vehicles that are mine that I drove, the profits are often 3 to 4 times higher than, you know, an actual dealer car, because of the time that I put into them myself to make them look good. Whereas, you know, a little simple dealer car is just a turn and burn. So sometimes you can climb up really fast when you're starting out. On the lower end, you know, with these older trucks, the profit margins are tighter. But when you get up into the newer trucks, you know, 2010, 2015, you know, you start getting up into them, you can sometimes make anywhere from $2,000 on the low side to $10,000 on the high side, you know, and anywhere in between on one flip. So you can start climbing the ladder pretty fast once you get yourself out of this lower bracket. This lower bracket takes a little bit of work for nothing sometimes. So pretty good foundation, I think. Like I said, we took the bedside off, hammered it all out, reattached it, welded it back on, reused the bedside, body worked it out. So I'm going to get that in primer on Monday. Plan to order a brand new set of tires. You'll see all that when it comes in. Upgrade the mirrors to the newer square style mirrors. Leave the headlights alone. It's probably going to get a 6.7 rear bumper because I already have one out back. Chunk of double din in the dash for Sirius radio, because that's pretty important to me, is have my XM radio, and maybe change out the grill. I was going to originally change out the 6.0 to the 6.0 front bumper, because this is the 7.3 style. If you know, with the 03s, then they get stuck with the 6.0 motor, but the 99 to 02 front ends. So kind of sucks, but the name of the game here that I'll be going over in another channel or another video when we explain a little bit more in depth on the money side of it, is to not have yourself so deep in a truck that you don't make a lot when you flip it. So you want to put a lot of time into the truck basically, but not materials into the truck. That way your time, you're just kind of working for free, but you're improving it. So we have big plans for this, but I just wanted to, you know, this morning to kind of show you what we're working with and where we're starting out at. A lot of y'all, I think, will be able to relate to this journey over the next year, and hey, it might go faster than a year. So we plan to buy as many trucks as I can. You know, and I'll explain that in another video. The So I'll explain to you the process I'm going to use and the thought process along the way, and do's and don'ts and everything. So you can see it's already got the coolant filter installed on it. It is head studded. It is deleted. It's got the Mishimoto, I think that's how you say that one, the aluminum radiator upgraded. So I mean, it's a nice unit. So the alternator doesn't look too old. It's got the cold air intake, all the basic stuff, man. The fluid is extremely clean and good looking. And my neighbor, like I said, Darren, did the injection pump, so they personally went into there and said everything looks absolutely amazing for the mileage on this truck. So batteries are a little small. Darren said it needed batteries, but we had some laying around, so it's been cranking okay on that. But I will probably upgrade to some bigger batteries here in the time being. So yeah, and it does have the lift pumps. So like Ed said, Ed pointed out, that's a good point. It does actually have like the Air Dog lift pumps underneath the truck. I'm not going to climb under and get dirty right now. But it is on a switch. So every single time you get in here, you have to flip this switch to get the lift pumps to cut on. So we're going to get rid of that probably and put it on an ignition hot so we can turn the key and lift pumps come on. And then I might just have the switch where you can override it. So that way, if you want the key on listen to radio, you don't have to have the lift pumps running. But yeah, so that's the plans. And I'm going to teach y'all everything on how I know a lot of people, if you know the backstory on me, or you followed me all the way back from 2010 when I was big into trucks, I can make some good looking trucks and, double my money. So I'm going to try to teach y'all that, try to teach you, why I do what I do, my thought process, why I recommend doing it, my way, and how to get yourself out of your vehicle, and improve your vehicle for cheap, but still be able to climb your way up the ladder. And I'm going to show y'all all the prices, costs, profits, everything along the way. You'll be able to actually follow me in this journey and, actually see how this is done in real life. So, the showing the profits, I hate. It makes me kind of uncomfortable because I hate disclosing how much I make on these personal vehicles, because sometimes it is, it's a lot. Sometimes it's a lot, and you feel bad like you're taking advantage of somebody because you know how much you have into it, but at the same time, you are still delivering it or selling it for less than your competition. So you're selling it for under Blue Book value, you're selling it for under what everybody else is. So they're getting a good deal, and you have to just remind yourself that this is what you do for a living, that your profit is there because of your knowledge and your skills, and you're not taking advantage of anybody. You're actually giving somebody a deal, and at the same time, you're making killer amount of money. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit the notification buttons, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thought process on this. Let me know if you're interested in this, or let me know if it don't interest you at all. I know a lot of y'all are here for the racing content, and as it starts to warm up, there will definitely be, a lot more car stuff. We're not getting rid of none of that. But I thought this would be an excellent progress to show a lot of people, that don't have a lot of money and want to, flip their way up. And I'm going to show y'all, since these are my personal vehicles, I'm going to show you everything that I can possibly show you. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see y'all later.